Oh, hello, my friends. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Welcome. As most of you guys know, my microphone stand is completely messed up and broken, and it's actually in a dumpster somewhere. I currently have my microphone sitting inside of a coffee cup. I don't know if you can hear me as good or if it's a little too loud. I turned all the levels up. I'm sitting about 2 feet away from my microphone, farther than I usually do. So if it sounds a little weird, that's because the setup is a little weird. Oh, 1 sec.
Thank you for the years of
Jesus, Ricky.
Here's to 38 King.
Ricky, my friend, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support, man. That is insane. I appreciate the ever-living shit out of it, everybody. And Ricky, thank you, dude. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. Goddamn, Ricky. Goddamn, Ricky. Thank you, man. Give me 1 sec. So yeah, as the title suggests, I am now 37 years old. My birthday was May 23rd. It was a few days ago. What is today? The 25th. So the 23rd, I turned 37. I actually had to work on my birthday, but we celebrated the 2 days that I was off before. We went to the pool. We stayed at the pool for like 5 hours. We just hung out. It was a good time. Went out for some Mexican food. You know, relaxing, very relaxing. But yeah, man, 37. I'm on the losing end of 30. I'm gonna be 40 before I know it. It feels weird. I feel better than I've ever felt. Like, it's weird, man. You know, 37. When I was 15, 16 years old, I thought 37 was an old man. Now I feel like a young man. I feel at 37, I feel like a young man. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all the birthday wishes there in the chat. Cheers, man. Let's hang out. Let's shoot the shit. Let's talk about Return of the Jedi. Let's talk about whatever you want to. Return of the Jedi just celebrated its 40th birthday. So there you have it. There you have it. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. I got, right on the horizon, I got Oscar, Swish, Cam, Caleb, Mr. Ricky, and Mimi. Thank you guys so much for the channel support this evening. Oscar says, happy 37th birthday. Cheers, Oscar. Good to see you, man. What is that emoji? Is that a cake? It looks weird on my screen. It's so tiny. It almost looks like a cheeseburger or a donut. Yeah, I hurt myself today just to see if I could feel. Is that the melody of it? I don't remember. Anyway, Oscar, cheers, man. I appreciate that. And Swish Fish, thank you so much as well. Swish says, happy birthday. Here's my gift, a coffee. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how much coffee I drink. I drink so much, and this is going to be gross. I drink so much coffee that sometimes when I go to the bathroom, it smells like coffee. And is that sharing too much? Yes, but it is an example of the fact that I drink way too much coffee. I probably have 2 pots of coffee a day. I have a pot in the morning. If I'm at work, I drink coffee all day long. All day. It's probably not good for me. But you know, even today at like 2 in the afternoon, I always start getting super tired at like 2 in the afternoon, and I make a pot of coffee and I drink on that pot of coffee until dinner time. But I'm the kind of person who like can have a cup of coffee and go right to bed. It doesn't really affect me. You know, it doesn't really affect me. It's like, yeah, it's, I guess my body is just so used to it, you know. But anyway, I'm going to put that right towards a nice cup of black coffee somewhere there, Swish. I appreciate it. Cheers, and thank you for the birthday wish. Cam Skywalker, thank you so much as well. Cam says, happy birthday from a fellow Gemini and fan of yours since 2011. 2011, that's when this damn silly YouTube channel started, man. You've been here since the very beginning. That's I don't know why, that's just... It's just, as we listen to some sentimental music in the background, I feel like there should be balloons floating into the sky with this music. The wildflowers are blowing along the highway breeze. There's a sunset going down off the coast. You're sitting in your lawn chair with a coffee. And you're watching the sunrise. You're taking a nice stroll on a trail in the brisk winter. You're watching some old home movies from when you were a child. I don't know. This music's just great. It kind of reminds me of, at the beginning at least, of Forrest Gump. I don't know. Anyway. Cheers, Cam. Thank you so much for watching this silly-ass YouTube channel for 12 years, man, since its creation. And I greatly appreciate that, man. And hey, happy birthday to you as well. Your birthday's either already happened or it's coming up. Cheers, man. Caleb Diaz, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Caleb says, are we blind? Deploy the birthday wishes. There you go. A little Star Wars A Phantom Menace reference. Mixed in with some birthday wishes. But Caleb, good to see you, man. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Speaking of the Phantom Menace, you know those Phantom Menace toys that I unboxed? I have an Obi-Wan one that I have the Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Queen Amidala one, or the Padme one. And I've kind of got a... You guys know I'm very like particular with the way my office is set up, but I have a perfect spot for one of those figures on a shelf, and I have not bought the shelf yet, but I need to put the shelf up. I know that's very off topic, but I guess it's not. Star Wars channel, right? And Phantom Menace reference from Caleb. But anyway, Caleb, cheers, man. Oh, that's a Rogue One. No. Doesn't Are We Blind? Doesn't, what's his name say that? Newt Gunray? Doesn't Newt Gunray say that? Doesn't he? Are We Blind, Newt Gunray? Doesn't he say that? Or what am I thinking of? Does he say something like that? Am I completely misremembering? Oh, well, call me a fake Star Wars fan. Is that legal? I don't know. I thought he said that, but nothing's popping up. So, there you go. Maybe that's why I didn't know it was a Rogue One reference, because you know me and Rogue One. But anyway, Caleb, cheers, man. That would be Krennic. There you go. All right. Let's rewind a little bit. I'll go back in time and correct it. Great Rogue One reference there, Caleb. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. And Ricky Dicky Duda Grimes, thank you so much for the ridiculous super chat and channel support this evening, man. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. That is too generous, to the point where I don't even know what to say. But it is more appreciated than you will ever know. And trust me on that. Ricky says, happy birthday, Greedo. Thank you for the years of content. Here's to 38, King. 38 on the horizon. I'm on the losing end of 30, man. I'm climbing that hill up to 40. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Where the hell does it go? One of the craziest things, Ricky, is like, you know, on like my personal Facebook, for example. Yeah, you guys know how like things from your past will pop up, and you can like, what is it called? Like memories? Like you can click on a button and see your memories from that day, from the years prior. So like, you know, I'm sure you all do this too. Where on your birthday, you know, pops up with, you know, see more memories or whatever, and you click it and you just have like pictures from multiple decades really of birthdays. And one of mine popped up. One of my favorite birthdays was when I turned 21, which is a good birthday. It's a fun one, right? 21. I don't know what it is where you guys are from, what the age of drinking is where you guys are from, if you're from other countries other than the United States, but here it's 21. And a memory popped up from 16 years ago when I turned 21. And what made this so much fun was, so me, my mom and my dad, we all went down, my sister, we all went down to Epcot to do that drinking around the world, right? You can just get a beer or whatever, a drink in every single country in Epcot. And by the end of the day, you're having a good time. But what made this extra special was when we got to the gate to Epcot, my aunt called me on the phone. And, you know, I picked it up because I figured, hey, she's going to wish me a happy birthday. My aunt is the best. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, man. She is the best goddamn person on the planet. It's, I cannot there is no exaggeration. She is the most thoughtful, giving, just an incredible human being. And she likes to drink beer. And so she calls me on the phone, and I pick up. I'm standing at the entrance to Epcot, and I can't remember what she said, but at a certain point, I don't know if she either said like, look to your right, or she just walked up to me, but she was there. She bought a plane ticket. She flew into Orlando. She rented a car. And then she showed up to Epcot to drink beer with me on my 21st birthday. And it was just, I don't know how to describe it, man. It was just such a incredible. That memory popped up on my Facebook, and I was like, man, what a good time. But yeah, good old Aunt Debbie, man. She's the best. But anyway, Ricky, all that being said, thank you so much for the super chat, channel support, the birthday wishes. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. And thanks for sticking around all these years. Thank you, man. And Mimi, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Mimi says, hope you had a good one. I've heard 37 is the new 36. Oh, one sec.
Stick these into the PC fund.
There you go.
Buy yourself a darn good beer from your favorite brewery.
Cheers, Sapity. I appreciate that, man. Give me one sec. Yeah, Mimi, it is a good one. My birthday was on the 23rd of May, a few days ago. I had to work on my birthday, but we celebrated it the 2 days that I was off before. And we just spent like all day at the pool, brought a big cooler up there, me, my wife, and my daughter, and went and got dinner and just, kind of relaxed and had some fun. But it was a good one. And 37 is the new 36. Yeah. It's funny, man. Like, I feel better right now than I ever have. And like physically, right? I feel like I'm in I don't know. I feel physically the best that I've ever felt my entire life. Maybe not mentally, just because I feel like my memory is just slipping. I've always had a bad memory, but I feel like it's weird. I feel like it's getting worse. I don't know why. I don't know. I have the worst memory, and it drives my wife crazy because I don't know. It's my brain is filled up with a bunch of useless Star Wars knowledge, I suppose. You could tell me something right now, and 5 minutes from now, boom, it's gone. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Mimi. Feel great. And it's funny, the older you get, the less older ages seem old. Does that make sense? Like 50 doesn't seem old to me. 60 doesn't seem old to me. Hell, 70 doesn't seem old to me. It's weird. Maybe it's because I'm getting closer. Anyway. Yeah, maybe what would it be? 33 years from now, I'll be doing a I am now 70 years old live stream, if YouTube is still a thing. But anyway, cheers, Mimi. I appreciate the hell out of that. And Star Wars Story, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Twice here. I appreciate that, Star Wars Story. Star Wars Story says, happy birthday, my friend. Hold on, I got Star Wars Story, Wanderer's Library, Sapity, and then Star Wars Story once again. Star Wars Story says, happy birthday, my friend. Do yourself a favor and try not to round those numbers. Ricky, whoever you are, help a brother out. Star Wars Story also says, if you are a horror game fan, Madison is the scariest one I've ever played. I recommend playing at night with a friend. Also, has Star Wars ever shown us a birthday? Oh, interesting. I don't know. That's a good Google. I'm going to Google that. I don't know. Has Star Wars ever shown us a birthday? Has there ever been a birthday party or a reference to a birthday in a piece of Star Wars? I'm sure somebody in the chat will know that. I'm sure it's happened. I'd be very surprised if it hasn't happened. But how do they measure ages on other planets? All the all the other planets in the Star Wars galaxy probably rotate around their star at different rates, right? So one person's 37 would be another person's 200th trip around their star, you know. So, yeah, how do you measure age in Star Wars? Is there a general base age? Is there like a general timeline that every planetary system follows? Oh, this is... Oh, I'm going to have to... Oh, man, that would have been a good birthday video to make. Oh, Lore Master did a birthday video, or a video on birthdays in Star Wars. Son of a bitch, all the cool ideas are already taken. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'll watch that, Stuart, for sure. What's up, man? Interesting. Interesting. Madison, Star Wars story. What is... Let's look this up. Madison. Madison game. Madison with a lowercase I. Came out last year. 9 out of 10 on Steam. Madison is a first-person horror video game developed and published by Argentine studio Bloodius? Let's see. Man, this looks like super creepy. I usually don't play super creepy games, Star Wars story. It's not because... I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I never have. Like, psychological horror game that delivers an immersive and terrifying experience with the help of an instant camera. Connect to the human world with the beyond. Take pictures and develop them yourself. Solve puzzles. Explore your surroundings. And most importantly, survive. Interesting. 35 bucks on Steam. You know what? Maybe I'll pick this up for a Halloween theme stream. I think it'd be fun to do. I've never really done a Halloween themed stream before. I think I might have streamed the Friday the 13th game around Halloween when it first came out. That would have been what, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago? Who knows? But maybe I'm going to add this to my wish list. How about that? Do I have Steam pulled up? I do. Star Wars story. I'm going to go ahead and add Madison to my my wish list. And then around Halloween, I can be like, what was that game Star Wars story mentioned on a live stream all those months ago? Ah, it's on my wish list. I can just pull it right up. Pull it right up. But anyway, Star Wars story. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. I appreciate the support and the kind words there. Yeah, you brought up the interesting question about birthdays in Star Wars. So apparently, Lore Master did a video on birthdays in Star Wars. So I thought about making that video as soon as you mentioned it, but that topic has already been done before. So I probably won't do that. I tend to not make videos on topics that have been done before. Just because, I mean, I have plenty of times, but most of the time when that happens, it's an accident. Like, I made a video one time, and I don't remember what it was, but it might have been the Super Shadow video. I made this Super Shadow video, and after I finished it, I did a quick Google search, and I was like, I wonder if anybody else has talked about Super Shadow on YouTube. Eckert's Ladder did. And I messaged him, and I was like, hey, man, didn't mean to copy you. And but obviously, he didn't give a shit. Our videos were so different from one another, but, you know, and not to mention, like, people cover the same shit all the time on YouTube. I try to avoid that, though. Just not because I'm worried about people saying that I copied somebody, but more so the information is already out there, and I'm sure the person who made the video did a way better job than I could have, than I would have done, you know. But anyway, yeah. Wanderer's Library, Sapity, John, and Josh. I appreciate it, guys. Wanderer's Library says, time is the one true enemy of us all. Time kills everything. Oh, man, we're getting deep here. We're getting deep here. Yeah, I mean, I kind of find beauty in it. There's this ever marching timeline that never stops, and the beauty is, to me, in passing on, whether you have kids or knowledge or information, passing on just your little blip on this planet Earth, your little thumbprint on the universe, your tiny sliver of time that you spend as a conscious being, in the universe. I'm not a religious person whatsoever, so I have no feelings about that at all, but I just find it, I mean, I guess you almost have to find the beauty in it, right? Or unless it's completely terrifying. But there is something beautiful about, when you're gone, everything continues. Everything continues. Your friends, your family, their friends, their family, their kids, your kids, everything continues. Wind keeps blowing, trees keep growing, everything continues. And there's beauty in that, when you stop existing, your energy. Oh, that is such a woo-woo word. I don't mean it in some kind of woo-woo sense, like energy. We all are beings of energy. No, I don't mean that. I'm just saying, your atoms, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right? Your being, your elements, fade back into what they were before, I suppose, right? There's something beautiful in that, in the life cycle. But yeah, what Yoda says, we are what they grow beyond, or something, right? Is that what he says? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Bright Eyes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Conor Oberst and the band Bright Eyes, or Conor Oberst as a solo artist. He's got some beautiful lyrics about that kind of stuff. One of his lyrics is, a mother bathes her child and then the other way around. He's got a lot of really great lyrics about that kind of stuff, Yeah. But anyway, cheers, Wanderers. I appreciate that, man. Sapity, thank you so much for the generous Super Chat channel support this evening. I greatly appreciate that, man. Sapity says, happy birthday. Stick these into the PC fund, or buy yourself a darn good beer from your favorite brewery. Oh, my friend, I will do both. I'm hoping that, so I got I work tomorrow, but then I'm off Saturday and Sunday. So I will definitely me and my wife will definitely be getting some brews from some of our favorite breweries around here, and taking them up to the pool, and hanging out. And my daughter is swimming like a fish now, so we get in the water with a couple koozies, and she's just jumping into the pool left and right, and it's relaxing and fun, and she's jumping off my shoulders, and I'm launching her into the air. So I will definitely do that. Saturday, I'm hoping, some of you guys know this, I've talked about it on a stream, but the place that my wife has worked for like 15 years is shutting its doors. And she's kind of in between jobs right now. So but she has something lined up, and it looks like she's going to be getting a new job soon. So hopefully the PC fund, the new PC thing, will be coming in the next month or so, next 2 months. I'm not like, it's not something that, I mean, I would love to have one. My computer's 8 years old. Obviously I want to play Jedi Survivor. I can't at the moment, but it's just kind of a want at the moment, And as soon as... yeah, like I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, but I think it's time. My computer's going to be 9 years old this year, right? No. It's going to be 9 years old at the end of this year. Or at the beginning of next year. I don't remember. But, yeah, hopefully the PC Fund will... yeah, I the thing at the bottom of the screen there, the PC Fund thing, I posted about it on Twitter. Like I didn't know this was an option on Streamlabs. Or Streamlabs rather. I didn't know you could have like a super chat goal. I had no idea you could do that. So I was like, I posted this on Twitter. I said something like, I feel like kind of an asshole dipshit putting this on there. Like, who am I? Who gives a shit? Why do I need a new PC, right? And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it up there. Whatever. So that PC Fund, don't worry about that. Hopefully, my wife will land this new job and things will be a little, be able to relax a little bit, But yeah, anyway, Sappity, cheers, man. I appreciate that. Super chat channel support this evening. And John, Josh, and Kosh. We have a Josh and a Kosh. John says, "Happy birthday, Greedo. I hope you had a great day and the family is doing well. Here is my birthday contribution." Thank you so much, man. I didn't mean, I kind of feel like an asshole because I didn't mean for everybody to like super chat a birthday card with money in it like a grandma. But guys, I appreciate the ever living hell out of this support this evening. I cannot express how much it means to me and how much it's helping. But yeah, John, thank you so much. We had a lot of fun. We always have fun. 37, your birthday is whatever. It's not an event. It's just another day. But we usually try to do something fun, whether that be just going to the beach or the pool or whatever. And we went to the pool. We brought a big cooler, brought a bunch of pool floats. My daughter just, swam around for like 5 hours. And then we went and got dinner that evening. My wife always makes me I don't even know if this place is still in existence. You guys, does anybody remember Shoney's? Shoney's, I don't even know if it's still around. But growing up, I'm not really a cake guy. I always wanted a Shoney's strawberry pie for my birthday. Is that weird? Yeah, I guess it's a little weird. But like, I grew up requesting Shoney's strawberry pie. So my mom and my dad would go pick up a Shoney's strawberry pie from Shoney's and bring it home, and I would have Shoney's strawberry pie for my birthday. So for years and years, my wife will make a copycat recipe Shoney's strawberry pie, and it tastes identical to what I used to get at Shoney's. So yeah, that's what I always get on my birthday. And I don't even, let me look this up. Are they still in existence? Shoney's locations. Let's see. Okay, so there's not very many left. They're mostly in the south. Actually, there's some up north too. The closest one to me is in Orlando. There's a couple in Georgia. Let me look this up. Shoney's strawberry pie. And you know what's funny? It's just like the easiest shit. It's just like strawberries, strawberry jello mix, and sugar. It's like all it is. Anyway. Cheers, John. I appreciate that, man. And Josh Gonzalez, thank you so much. Josh says, happy birthday, man. Turning 31 myself this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Cheers. Well, happy birthday right back to you, Josh. 31. Oh, we're getting old, my friend. You got any big plans for the weekend? Your birthday falls on a weekend. That's fun. Any big plans? I'm trying to think like the last big thing we did for my birthday. We went up to a Braves game a few years ago. We used to try to go to a Braves game at least once a season. We haven't done that in like 5-6 years. But we went up there for a Braves game a couple times during my birthday. But yeah, these days it's just kind of like, family-oriented stuff, beach, pool. It's more fun to me. But I already feel getting old, Josh. There you go. Yeah, it's weird. It's not like I said, I feel physically better than I ever have my entire life. But what makes me feel old is like I'm around a lot of younger folks in my line of work. I've been introduced to a lot of new slang, a lot of new words that the younger generation speaks a different language than me. And it's cool. I don't think it's silly or anything. I've heard people I've heard people shit on words that kids use these days. Like kids say, like younger generation says like fire, I guess, instead of cool or awesome. And there's a lot of different words and stuff like that they use. And a lot of people think it's silly or stupid, like, oh, these kids these days. But motherfucker, when you were a kid, you were saying things that your parents didn't understand, right? Like,
happy birthday.
Oh, one sec.
Got an 83 on my ASVAB and am medically qualified to serve. My line scores were all extremely good, so I can basically choose any job.
Hell yeah.
The rest of your day goes well.
Hell yeah, Alex. Cheers, man. Give me one sec. But yeah, Josh, like when we were growing up, we were saying words that our parents didn't use, and same thing with our parents. Well, they were saying words that their parents didn't say, and it goes on forever and ever and ever. There's always new vocabulary invented by the youth. My generation said sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet. My parents' generation, I don't know, what did they say? Groovy? Before that, what was it? I don't know. Every generation has their words, their vocabulary. So, like, to think that the new generation is just making up stuff and saying silly words? No, man. You were saying silly words too. Anyway, cheers, Josh. Happy birthday to you, man. Meeting my buddies at a local brewery tomorrow to hang out. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's all you need. Kosh, thank you so much. Happy birthday, shipmate. Thanks, man. Were you in? Are you still in? I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. But I appreciate that, fellow shipmate. I was with a Helo squadron, and I deployed on a frigate. I only had like 7 months of sea time. The rest of mine was shore duty at a Helo squadron. But yeah, man, cheers, shipmate. The Wanderer's Library Galactic Factotum? Is that a real word? Factotum. An employee who does all kinds of work. I don't think I've ever heard that term ever. Factotum. There's a movie called that, starring Matt Dillon. Interesting. And Marissa Tomei. I've never heard that term before. Interesting. You'll learn something new every stream. I swear to God. And Alex Dunn and John, once again, thank you guys so much. Wanderer's Library says, I think you'd like Grant. I think you'd like Grant Snyder. He's a cartoonist that makes comics that portray life in a funny and optimistic way. Happy birthday, by the way. Cheers, man. Grant Snyder. Let me look this up. Comics. Is this... He's not the guy from the Perry Fellowship thing website, right? All right. Does he have an Instagram? I'm gonna follow him on Instagram. Let's see. Grant Snyder. He does. Grant draws. All right. He has got a new follow. Grant Snyder. I'm gonna lay in bed tonight. I'm gonna scroll through his Instagram. Boom. Just followed him. I'm gonna scroll through his Instagram and tonight in bed, and I'm gonna look at his comics as I crash and doze. But I appreciate that, Wanderers. Thank you for the recommendation. And cheers for the kind words there, man. Galactic Factotum, which is a new word that I learned, and maybe some of you learned as well. Galactic says, happy birthday, my friend. I just turned 32 earlier this year. I wish you the absolute best. Oh, Robbie with the good hair. Oh, shit, man. Robbie with the good hair is here. He changed his name. I use that word because I've stepped into the Star Wars community and I'm using the same OC, but in different titles, Jedi Smuggler, etc. A word for jack of all trades, so to say. I've never heard that term before. But it's apparently not a super common term, but there's a movie with that word as the title. That's kind of crazy. That's funny. You learn a new... Man, I love it. Every time I get on here, I swear to God, I learn something new. Whether it's a word, or a movie, or something. A fact, something. This thing keeps my brain working. Keeps my brain working. But, cheers, man. Happy belated birthday to you, Robbie. 32. 32. No longer in your 20s. That's a weird feeling.
Happy birthday.
Oh, one sec.
PC Fund.
Mr. St. Jake, good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Give me one sec. But I appreciate that, Robbie. Cheers. Alex Dunn, John, Mr. St. Jake, and Oscar Rodriguez, thank you guys so much. Alex says, happy birthday, Greedo. Got an 83 on my ASVAB and am medically qualified to serve. Hell yeah. My line scores were all extremely good, so I can basically choose any job. Hope the rest of your day goes well. You're in a great position. When you score so high on your ASVAB that you can basically pick and choose what you want to do, that is the ultimate freedom when you start your military career. And the only thing that sucks about that is maybe you don't really know what you want to do, right? Maybe you don't know what you want to do. But as I've told you before, I know you were thinking of going in as what is it called now? 11 Bravo Infantry? It used to be. You had a different term for it, a different MOS for it. But as I told you before, like, I knew you were going to score high. You're a smart dude. But you scored so high, and now is there a deadline when you need to choose your MOS? Do you have any jobs in mind? You have no idea. Yeah, dude, I get it. I was in the same position. I scored super high on my ASVAB. I don't know if I told you this, but I originally on my contract had gunner's mate as my my rate. In the Navy, it's called a rate. It's not called an MOS. It's called a rate, your job. And my recruiter pulled me aside and was like, you should go aviation. My recruiter, she was like, aviation has a really good life. You won't, if you're a gunner's mate, you're going to be living on the boat. Like even when you're at home, like for the first few years of your enlistment, you're going to be living on a boat. You might not even have, the barracks might fill up and you might be living on the boat. That sounded miserable to me. So I heeded her advice, and I chose an aviation rate rather than being a gunner's mate. And I'm glad I did. So yeah, now that all of the jobs are kind of at your disposal, maybe really think about things that would serve you in the future. I don't know what you're really interested in, but I'm sure I don't really know what the Army offers. I know there's a lot of aviation in the Army. I don't know if that interests you at all. I'm sure there's a lot of computer positions as well in the Army. There was a lot in the Navy. So find something that interests you that maybe you can put to use in a future career. Let the military work for you, Get all your qualifications. Get all your secret clearances that you can. And let it, a lot of military training, a lot of military courses and classes that you can take, they translate to college credits when you get out. Dude, linguistics. Do it. Dude, I'm interested in doing something with linguistics. That is, you are future-proofing yourself if you get into that, for sure. If that interests you and you have the ability to jump into that field of work, I'm not telling you what to do. I think I think something like that would be hugely beneficial. A, you have an interest in it, and B, there's a lot of opportunity when you get out of the military, if you get out, if you choose to kind of further that career in the private sector, or another government job, But dude, yeah, man. Yeah, hell yeah, Alex, congratulations. But yeah, Alex, keep me posted. Whatever you choose, whatever you choose, you're gonna excel at. So I know there's a lot of pressure on you right now, but go with your gut, go with your heart, go with your head, and yeah, man, you're gonna do great. Congratulations, good job, man. Hell yeah, I'm excited for you. Keep me posted. And I appreciate the kind words. John, Mr. St. Jake, Oscar, Caretaker. I appreciate it, guys. John says, did you see that they made a Starship Troopers game for Steam? I believe it's called Starship Troopers Extermination. It looks super badass. Yes, I did see that. Let me pull up Steam. I did see that the other day because I was just scrolling through Steam looking for, games that kind of piqued my interest, and this popped up. I'm looking at a video of it right now on Steam. Yes, I'm probably going to end up getting it, to tell you the truth. 16-player co-op FPS that puts you on the far-off front lines of an all-out battle against the bugs. Squad up, grab your rifle, and do your part as an elite deep space vanguard trooper set to take back planets claimed by the arachnid threat. It does look fun, man. Yeah, I didn't know that this was coming out, but I did see this listed on Steam a couple days ago. And actually didn't realize it was this new. It came out May 17th, not that long ago, a few days ago. I had no idea that it was this new. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, John, I'll definitely end up getting it. Whether it's now or I might just wait until, you know, I build a new PC in a few months. I have a feeling when I build that new PC, I'm just going to go crazy with playing like new games and whatnot, just kind of pushing it to the limits, you know. But hell yeah, John, I appreciate that, man. One sec. There we go. Cool. But once again, thank you so much, John. And yeah, hell yeah, Starship Troopers. Super fun movie. Mr. St. Jake, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Jake says, happy birthday, PC Fund. I appreciate that, man. Very generous super chat and channel support. And it will go to the PC Fund. Gearing up to build a new computer. Yeah, I mean, you play a lot of PC games and you stream all the time, man. I think you hopped off already, but I'm always curious what people build as new PCs or what their rigs are. I'm actually, you know, my entire life, like literally since I don't know, since 1995, like I think our first PC was like 93 or something like that. My family's first computer was like 1993. And that was a pre-built, I don't remember what it was. It was a Pentium 133, whatever was released in 1993. But I want to say that 1993 PC was the last pre-built PC. Oh, one sec.
I've been playing Bolt Gun. It's amazing and so affordable on Steam. Here's 20 towards either toward it or COT or 2. Your pick.
Nice, Benjamin B. Thank you so much for the channel support, Ben. Give me one sec. But yeah, I want to say that 1993 PC was the last pre-built computer that me or my family ever bought. I mean, since then, my dad's always built his own computers. He's always tinkered with them. You know, he puts in the hardware all by himself. He taught me how to do it. So literally for 30 years, we've been building our own computers. I've always built my own computer. And these days, this is the first time I've ever thought about buying a pre-built machine. Because from what I've seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, from what I've seen, you know, back in the day, it used to be way cheaper to build your own compared to buying a pre-built machine. These days, it's pretty comparable. A pre-built machine and building your own. There's really not that much difference in price. So I'm kind of just debating about buying a pre-built rig for the first time in like 30 years. Just, I don't know why. Just the ease of it, I suppose, and the money isn't all that different. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, Mr. St. Jake. Hope you're doing well, man. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I got Oscar, Caretaker, The Wanderer's Library, Benjamin B, and Andrew Rodriguez. Thank you guys so much. Oscar says, is your family secular too, or did you become a free thinker with time and age? It took me a while to break away from my extended family's beliefs. No, my family isn't religious, really at all. They, you know, they never pushed me into any belief or lack thereof. They never, I didn't grow up religious at all. We never talked about religion other than like maybe, I don't know, like the broad, not a singular religion, but a broad look at religion, if that makes sense. Me and my sister, we didn't grow up religious at all. But it just never came up, really. It never really came up. My dad's always been...
Happy birthday.
Oh, one sec.
Enjoy your day and a good beer. Cheers to you.
Cheers, Andrew. Thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. But yeah, Oscar, I didn't grow up religious. I mean no disrespect to anybody that might be religious in the chat, but it's never been for me. It's that, there's thousands of confident religions around the world. Everybody thinks they're right. And when I look at like the big picture of religion, it's always been very strange to me. And again, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody that's religious in the chat. It's not my bag. I've never, I don't know. I've never had any feelings towards it at all. In any sense of a belief, I guess. But I grew up, my dad's always been really into science and space. And so I grew up talking about space and that kind of stuff with my dad. And, just the universe and the scale and scope of things. And I think maybe the closest thing I've ever had to a religious experience is like, laying on my back and looking at the Milky Way galaxy and just seeing an endless, hundreds of billions of stars as you look inward towards the Milky Way galaxy. And it's not a religious experience is the wrong way to put it. A spiritual experience is the wrong way to put it. It's an experience that it's a humbling experience. It's I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't grow up religious, Oscar, so my wife did. But yeah, I just don't, it's never been for me. Again, there's thousands of confident religions around the world. Even, going back tens of thousands of years. So many gods, so many beliefs. Everybody thinks they're right. And, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. Cheers, man. Caretaker Wanted, thank you so much for the channel support. Caretaker, Wanderers, Benjamin B, and Andrew, I appreciate it, guys. Caretaker, why am I getting a cough? I hope I'm not getting sick again. Caretaker says, happy birthday, HG. It's been a while since I've been on a stream, as this university semester required a lot of time. One more year to go until graduation. Hell yeah, man. That's exciting. Keep pushing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you get out? What are you going to do? Good job sticking with it, man. When I was your age, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I flunked out of 2 colleges and decided to enlist in the military just because, again, I didn't know what the hell to do. So somebody your age who buckles down and focuses and is able to, to have the mindset to keep pushing. To me, it's admirable. And I know a lot of other kids do it, but to me, it's admirable because my brain was not there at that age. So to see, a younger fella like yourself, and so many other people in the chat who are doing big things, to see you guys, I don't know, taking this shit serious, it's admirable. And, I know you're around a lot of people who are probably doing the same thing, buckling down and doing what they need to do. But from my perspective, it's you might not see it as much. You might not see it the way that I do, but I do find it very admirable and yeah. But good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. One more year until graduation. And then everybody always says, and then you'll see what the real world's like. Shut up. Then you'll see what the real world's like. Cool. The real world. Neato, man. Anyway. I appreciate that, Caretaker. Congratulations. One more year. Keep pushing, my friend. The Wanderer's Library. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I almost said library. I almost said library. You guys watch Big City Greens? Of course you don't, unless you have a child. But Big City Greens rules. It's kind of reminds me of like Ren and Stimpy and SpongeBob and like Bob's Burgers mixed into a show. It's just fun, and the dad on that show calls it a library. A library. Anyway, Wanderer says, my high school graduation is tomorrow. I somehow feel both anxious and excited. Yeah, dude. That's huge. Just when you're sitting in that auditorium or wherever it is, just look around, absorb it. Because I really have no memory of my graduation, to tell you the truth. I did not care about high school. I barely tried. I'm surprised I graduated. Like, me in high school, I never skipped a day of high school. I was a good kid. I had a really good group of friends who I'm still best friends with today. We go on trips together still, like try to do it once a year. Really good group of friends, really good group of guys. I was a good kid. Drove my sister to school like every day for a year or two. And I never skipped a class. I never skipped a day of school. But I didn't try. I didn't care. I didn't do any. I don't remember doing a single shred of homework. I don't remember studying for a test at all. At all. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know how I passed. I don't know. But yeah, I do remember the feeling of like, this is done. There is an anxious quality to it because you kind of are cocooned in this school where the decisions are basically made for you, right? And then after high school, that's when you have to make the decisions for yourself. And there's definitely something anxious about that for sure. You know, the first time in your life, you're kind of you're breaking out of this cocoon, and you kind of have to kind of figure it out on your own in a way. I mean, obviously you're going to have the support around you from friends and family, but you know, the ability to give yourself direction is on you now, you know. So absolutely there is an anxious quality, but at the same time, you should be excited because that direction, that opportunity is that you have to control is under your control, and you can decide to do whatever the hell you want now. And whatever you choose to do, you know, do your best. And oh man, I sound like a father. Oh, I am a father. But hell yeah, Wanderers. Congratulations. The world is your oyster. And best of luck on your future endeavors. But yeah, good job, man. Absorb it, enjoy the day. And then enjoy the weekend. Whatever you have geared up and planned. But cheers, man. Benjamin B and Andrew, thank you guys so much. Ben says, happy birthday, Greedo. I've been playing Bolt Gun. It's amazing and so affordable on Steam. Here's 20 towards it or KOTOR 2. Your pick. Bolt Gun. Bolt. Never heard of it. Bolt Gun. Oh, Warhammer. Bolt Gun. Okay. It came out on my birthday, May 23rd, 2023. Who's playing it? A couple of my Steam friends are playing it. A couple of my Steam real life friends have it on their wish list. Load up your bolt gun and unleash the awesome Space Marine arsenal to blast your way through an explosion of sprites, pixels. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. It is kind of like old school looking. And the stylish visuals of a 90s retro shooter. Hell yeah. Dude, this looks fun. Yeah, I'll probably pick this up. I already have KOTOR 2, but this looks... Is it multiplayer? Let's see. Single player, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll pick this up. This looks fun. So I got this and the Starship Trooper Space Marine game. Oh, one sec.
Barely graduated, but I walked the stage last Thursday and was so anxious and excited I hardly remember the details of walking.
Alex Dunn and Wanderers, once again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. All right, yeah. Bolt gun looks super fun. I'm still watching the video and like I'm feeling pretty nostalgic for this thing. And I've never played a Warhammer game. Oh yeah, I have. Is the Vermintide game a Warhammer game? I think that's the only Warhammer. I don't know anything about the Warhammer universe, man. This looks cool though. Kind of reminds me of like Hexen. Remember Hexen? Anyway, I appreciate that, Ben. Cheers, man. Thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support and the game recommendation. I'm adding it to my wish list. Boom. I'm not the kind of person that has a ton of stuff on their wish list. I'm very picky with games, but this looks fun. And if I get it, I will do a stream. I will do a stream, I promise. But I appreciate that, man. Andrew, Wanderers, Alex, and Oscar, thank you guys so much for coming in with the final super chats and channel support of this stream before I hop off. Andrew says, happy birthday, HG. Enjoy your day and a good beer. Cheers to you. Cheers, man. Yeah, we celebrated my birthday on the 20th. My birthday was on the 23rd. We celebrated on the 21st and 22nd. We went up to the pool. We bought a 12-pack of Fat Tire variety beer. Just 'cause it was on sale. And I like all their beers. I like Fat Tire. They got like Voodoo Ranger and they have a good sour. And their Fat Tire Ale is just kind of a solid go-to beer. And then we went out for Mexican food. And I got a giant 32-ounce mug of Dos Equis Amber. And that was my birthday. And it was great. It was fantastic. But we're kind of continuing the celebration because I have Saturday and Sunday off from work, which is very rare. It only happens once a month. We're going to go to some breweries this weekend. We're going to go to the pool again. We're kind of going to do it all over again. So, cheers, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. You made a great beer choice. Yeah, Fat Tire is just solid. It's just solid. I'm a fan of everything that I've tried of theirs. Me and my wife go to the local breweries all the time. We love trying new beers and stuff. But, you know, when a 12-pack of Fat Tire is on sale, yeah, you're going to get it. We're going to get it. But cheers, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. And thank you so much for the kind words and the channel support. Wanderer says, I heard Big City Greens is getting a movie. Really? Let me look this up. Big City Greens movie. Official trailer. So it's releasing July of next year. Oh, it's not coming to theaters. That's kind of a bummer. My daughter's just now getting into going to the movie theaters. Nice. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Yeah, like all my daughter has been watching the past couple months is Big City Greens. And I sit down and watch it with her. And it's a fun show, man. It's a really fun show. Like I said, it's kind of a mix of like Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Bob's Burgers. It's just like a fun, goofy, over-the-top, silly show. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I'm glad she's into that. She's like really into Look, she's 5 years old. She's probably too young to be watching some of this stuff, but we don't give a shit. She watches SpongeBob all the time. She watches Big City Greens all the time. And I'm glad she likes these shows because they're a little older and, you know, they're more silly and goofy. And, you know, I don't know. It's like, again, she's her peers in school are probably not watching what she watches, but I'm glad she likes these shows because I'd rather her watch Big City Greens or SpongeBob than, I don't know. I don't know. Like a bunch of tame stuff. She still watches like Bluey is great. She still watches Bluey from time to time, but she doesn't really watch it that often anymore. Her taste is elevated to fart humor, I suppose. But I appreciate that, Wanderers. Alex Dunn and Oscar, thank you guys for coming in with the final super chats before I got a jet. Alex says, didn't care about high school and barely graduated, but I walked the stage last Thursday and was so anxious and excited, I hardly remember the details of walking, LOL. Yeah, I have no memory of my graduation. I mean, just some pictures that I have that are kind of, those are my own, like I don't remember it. It was a blur. I graduated, next year will be 20 years since I graduated high school, which is crazy. I have no desire to go to a high school reunion, like zero desire. I'm still best friends with like my high school buddies. We talk all the time. We go on road trips together still. I've known these guys since I was like 13 years old for like literally more. I've known them for 25 years, you know, and we're still best friends. And so those are the only people I care to see from my high school days, right? I have zero desire to go to a 20-year high school reunion. But yeah, I didn't care about it either, Alex. Like, I had really good friends. I was a good kid. I didn't try at all in school. I don't know how I graduated because, again, I don't remember studying or doing homework a single time in my entire high school existence. If I wasn't interested in something, I just didn't care. Now, I'm not telling you to be like this. I'm not telling anybody to be like this. Don't be like that. Try. But I just didn't care. I didn't care. And, you know, it all works out. It all works out. You find stuff you want to do. You figure it out. But Alex, you're graduating. 80s on your ASVAB. The world is at your fingertips. That's exciting. That's an exciting time, man. All you got right now, you got a lot more decisions in your future that are going to make you anxious and excited. You're just going to be a big bowl of anxious and excited for a little bit longer, my friend. But it'll all be good. It'll all work out. You know, stick it out for 4. Get out, use your GI Bill, or go a full 20 if you find that you really love it, you know. But cheers, Alex. I appreciate that. And best of luck to you, man. Keep us posted. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Final super chat and channel support before I bolt. Oscar says, tell me if this is a good idea for my fan fiction. I'm adding another Hitchhiker 2. Oh, to join Stan. Wendy, not Wendy. Testerberger, a different girl, and a tomboy. Oh, I like that. I like the idea of Stan. I like that. Somebody maybe don't. Oh man, I don't want to put ideas in your head or point your story in a direction that you wouldn't want to take. But maybe have Stan, and I'm sure maybe have Stan be on his own for a little bit. Dealing with being alone, going through the experience of being alone, and then give him a companion you know, that might be a good little arc for Stan, like, you know, to be on his own, to have to figure things out on his own, make decisions on his own, and then he gets a companion. Maybe there's some headbutting at first. Maybe he's used to being alone. Maybe but he does want somebody to be his companion on this journey. You know, I like the idea. It would add another element to the mix for sure, and you could have a lot of great, interesting dialogue between those two characters, you know, on the road. I like the idea. I like the idea for sure. Yeah, write a little bit with that in mind and see what you think and see if it's a decision you want to make. But I do like that idea. Yeah, Leon, Oscar's working on, it's really well written so far. A little South Park fan fiction. But, all right, guys, I got to go. We went an hour and 20 minutes. I wasn't planning on being here this long, but it's always fun. I learned some new stuff. I appreciate it. Got to shoot the shit and catch up. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. But when was the last time I streamed? Like a week and a half ago? 2 weeks? Has it been that long? Feels like it has. The last thing that I did was that stupid Jar Jar how to tie a tie, right? I think so. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much for all the generous super chats this evening. Guys, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all that. Thank you for the video game recommendations. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll do a webcam stream soon for sure. Yeah. But all right, everybody. Time to hop off. All right, have a I got to work tomorrow, so you won't see me tomorrow. You probably won't see me until Sunday night. I'll do a night stream on Sunday. But yeah, guys. Oh, Big Head Jr. Thank you so. Oh, Big Head Jr. Big Head Jr. Thank you so much for the Super Chat channel support. Happy birthday! It's also my birthday as well. Oh, cheers, man! My birthday was May 23rd. I just haven't done a stream or anything since then. But happy birthday right back at you. It's also Return of the Jedi's 40th. Me, you, Return of the Jedi. We got birthdays right around each other, man. It's fun. It's good stuff. But Big Head JR, thank you so much for the birthday wish, super chat. And happy birthday right back at you, man. All right, everybody, I got to go. Be safe out there. Be nice. Have fun. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Let's take it to the mall, shall we? What is that song called? What is that song called? Lilacs, guys? Yeah, all right, we're going to the mall, guys. The year is 1994. We're going to go grab some pizza from Sbarro and play some arcades. Cool? Cool. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you when I catch you. All right, see ya.